Hi, I'm Steph, and today I want to talk about how I dealt with the grief of losing my first Greyhound, Mac. On this channel, I've shared a lot about my Greyhounds, really the fun, exciting, lovable times of Greyhounds, but about a year ago, my Greyhound got sick suddenly and I had to euthanize her, and so I actually have a couple of videos about that on my channel. Now that it's been over a year, I kind of want to talk about what last year looked like. Now, first of all, this is my process, this is my journey. Everyone's process looks different, everyone's at a different space and time, so I do want to say this is just kind of what my reflection is on how I dealt with that grief. Now, the first thing is what I'm doing now is making videos. So I started making videos back in high school, and I have always just kind of dealt with my emotions and kind of worked things out through video. So making those final videos about my Greyhound Mac was actually very therapeutic for me. So just focusing on the editing and getting that out. I know it sounds strange, but that last euthanasia video, I actually watched that a lot of times, editing it obviously. And then after it was edited, I watched it actually throughout the year. And for some reason, it just brought me a lot of comfort to see the very end and see how peaceful it was and see that I had no regrets about it. And so that video actually was helpful for me. And I do have a lot of fun videos of Mac on this channel. And I actually didn't watch those throughout the year. I watched those basically about 1 year anniversary of her passing is when I started to watch those and just remember those good, happy times with her. And the second thing was therapy. I have been seeing a psychologist for over 18 years, off and on, and during last year I actually went more often to really just talk about the feelings of the loss of my dog. She was such an integral part of my life, my daily life, my moment-to-moment life, that I really needed to talk that through, and just all the things that were kind of going on connected to that. And also, last year was not just about grieving my dog, because life still goes on and there's still so many things to do in life, work and family and all those things. So as much as I focus on grieving my dog, I also had to deal with all the other things within life, and that's where therapy was really helpful to kind of just talk through that. I also continued to talk about her. So in conversation, if something came up that I wanted to mention my dog, I would mention her, the good, the bad, all the things. And so if I was talking to somebody, I wasn't afraid to bring up Mac's name and even have a moment of sadness or a moment of silliness, just allowing those emotions, whatever they happen to be. Now, along with talking about her, I wasn't afraid to talk about bad things or negative things about her. Throughout the year, I remembered things that she made my life more complicated sometimes, and that was okay at the time because I would do anything for her, and I did. But there was times when I would remember, like, oh, fireworks are going off and I'm super chill because Mac isn't here to be all concerned about it. That was okay to remember that I don't have to deal with those things now because it didn't take anything away from Mac. I would do anything for her when she was here. But I think that was also important to remember the things that I don't have to do now because I don't have to deal with that with my current dog, Tosh. It was also important for me to plan for key moments this year. So obviously I know when her birthday is, her gotcha day, when her passing day was. So there was events this year that I made sure I didn't know how I would feel on those days, but I made sure that I had the time and space to feel whatever I needed to feel on those days. And actually on the day of her passing, the 1 year anniversary, I wasn't overly sad. I was remembering her fondly. And something strange that I wanted to share the day of her passing, 1 year later, was actually the 30th anniversary of the release of the Mac computer. And Mac, my dog, is named after the Mac computer. I had 2 dogs, Macintosh, and they are named after the Macintosh computer. So I realized the 30th anniversary of the release of the computer that she was named after was the 1 year anniversary of her passing, which it just seemed kind of poetic to me. It just seemed kind of very fitting that out of all the days she could have passed, she passed on the anniversary of the thing that she's named after. And lastly, I have been out in nature this year. So I love nature. I love just connecting with the earth, the world, God, all of the things that you get in nature. And Mac loved nature, and to come out here with me to the woods, and her ashes are actually spread out here because she loved coming out here. And I bring out Tosh, my Greyhound that I still have. I bring her out here too, and we just enjoy nature together. So that's also been a great thing for me to just clear my head and to regroup and to just spend that time grieving something that was so important in my life. And as much as she was just a dog, I know if you've lost a dog, you know that phrase is incorrect. They are not just a dog, they are a family member, and it is a huge process to have them not in your life. So I hope this kind of helped share what I went through, and I would love to hear kind of your process for grieving. What are your things that you have gone through and things that have helped you? Let me know in the comments, and I really hope you have a great day.